How do we hear the inner voice? Is there actually something that you and I can do in order to make that happen? Of course, the other question is we need to understand, and we really need to know, what does it sound like? Can we tell the difference between our conscious mind and the difference between that inner voice? And there is an actual, very powerful way in which we can hear that inner voice. So let's go back to what we just talked about in terms of, well, we're doing it and we're not conscious of it. And this is all to do with frequency. So frequency brain activity, and we kind of beginning to realize and understand now that we are in certain parts of the brain and frequencies when we go to sleep at night and when we wake up. We know this to be beta, alpha, theta and delta. What does beta look like? Because we need that in our everyday work when we go to the stores or we're doing something where we just need our full attention. We naturally go into a very waking state and it's quite active. Then we've got what's called alpha. Now alpha is really interesting because you and I can get to there without us even realizing we're in it, because that's a dreamlike state. It's a state where we're sort of not worried, we're not too aware of our mind and thoughts, what's going on, but we're kind of present and we're sort of in the moment. Now, what are some of the things that we do that we don't even realize that we're in that frequency? Well, it's when we go for a lovely walk in nature. You might actually be aware that things shift for you. Now, we also go into that frequency of alpha before we go to sleep at night. We also go into theta, and our thoughts are just sort of like effortless and they're just flowing. And then before we realize it, we are not aware of anything around us, then we slip into delta. Now, delta is unconsciousness. It's just that we are now in the astral. So meditation is a way in which we put ourselves into alpha. So in this meditative state, something really happens. We shift. We can hear the inner guidance. How do we hear the inner guidance? What does it look like? For some of us, we feel it. Some are very visual, mind's eye. They get pictures, symbols, and they're able to sort of put it all together. Some literally do hear that guidance